Alright, guys. Spain have just beaten Italy by 2 goals to 1 in the Nations League semi final, the first semi final. Obviously, the second one's tomorrow night again with France versus Belgium. And tonight's game didn't go as I thought it would. Spain surprised me by how good they were. And considering Spain won, you'd have thought Italy would have been quite poor, but I didn't think Italy were that bad given the circumstances. The start of the game, but Spain started the game really well, and I was impressed with Spain. To be honest, it's the best I've seen Spain play probably since the probably since Euro 2012. It's been a while. Um, Euro 2016, they weren't great. 2018 World Cup again weren't great. This Euros, yeah, it's the same team, isn't it? This Euros is yeah, they were decent this Euros to be fair. But they played some really good football. I was really impressed with Oyarzabal. I thought he was brilliant. Ferran Torres, who I rate very highly. I think he will be Man City's centre forward in the future. Um, I just think he's very good, um, and is a good finisher as well as he can link up play really well. And there was a young lad called Gavi. Was that it? Gavi, yeah. Who is only eight? Is he no 17, I believe. And I thought he had a decent game as well. I don't think he was playing to the levels of Pedri because let's be honest, that's who we're going to compare him to, isn't it? Um, but he had a decent game to be fair to him. But yeah, Spain were very impressive with the tiki taka style football. Um, and yeah, Italy, well, let's go through it. Spain scored through Ferran Torres, a really good cross by Oyarzabal, and Torres did quite well to finish it, open his body up and put it into the far corner. And following that, Spain went on the counter straight away after the goal, and I think it was Marcus Alonso struck a half volley really well. It should have been an easy save for Donnarumma though, and it slipped through his gloves and it's hit the post and gone bounced off the post. He's like, oh, where's the ball gone? And uh, it's just going across the goal mouth, and Leonardo Bonucci stumbling over it, and he's done really well to clear it and put it past the goal for a corner kick. But Bonucci did find himself off the pitch about 5-10 minutes later for a second bookable offence. Probably was a yellow card. He did lean in with his elbow. I don't think he's meant to. Well, he hasn't meant to catch him with his elbow. He's just gone in with his elbow to sort of like give himself the better chance of uh, winning the header. But it is against the rules of football and is a yellow card, so he was correctly sent off, in my opinion. Some people would say it was a little bit harsh, possibly, but then again, he has lent him with his elbow, so there's only so much sympathy you can really give him. Um, and that only gave Spain more confidence, really. Italy didn't really threaten at all in the last 10-15 minutes of the first half. And Spain's second goal came through a wonderful passing move, which ended with Oyarzabal once again clipping the ball across the box and Ferran Torres directing the ball back where it came from this time. And sending Donnarumma the wrong way. It was a brilliant header right into the bottom corner. And yeah, that made it 2-0 on half time. And from there, you thought, there's no way Italy are getting back into this, is there? And to be honest, I thought if there is one team in the world that could possibly get back into this, I thought Italy might be in with a shout, to be fair, just because the way they play, really. I thought Mancini did the right thing with the team. I thought taking Verratti off was a bit questionable when he did it, but it almost paid off. They just set up for the counter, let Spain come onto them a lot, and just put Federico Chiesa up front with his pace that he showed in the Juventus game against Chelsea. They put him up front and just hope for the best, really. Or also hopes that they get a set piece or something like that. And obviously they've got a few tall players in Locatelli, Chiellini, who came on once Bonucci had been sent off. And with about 7 minutes to go, they did manage to get a goal through Lorenzo Pellegrini. It came from a Spain corner from the counter-attack. I think it might have been Busquets or Pau Torres who tried to header it back to Laporte, or Laporte headed it back to Torres. It was one defensive player to another, and Chiesa intercepted it and went through on goal, slowed down once he reached the goal, and played it to the side again to Pellegrini to give Unai Simon no chance, pretty much. I thought it was a bit risky, especially considering what happened in the Man United Everton game at the weekend with Tom Davies and Yerry Mina. Especially when you know there's a very good chance that Chiesa would score if he'd just taken the shot on himself. But Pellegrini timed it perfectly and pass, simple pass really, but it was timed well, and Pellegrini had an open net, and that made it 2-1. There were a few Spain chances in the second half. Just Oyarzabal had a header which went narrowly wide of the goal of the left post, which he probably should have scored, considering he managed to get clean contact and direct it where he wanted it to go. Well, obviously not quite where he wanted it to go, unless he had a bet on Italy. But he did get 2 assists, so I highly doubt he had a bet on Italy, and played quite well as well. And another thing I noticed during the game is every time I watch Cesar Azpilicueta at the moment, I just dislike him a little bit more. He's just a little shit, isn't he? Like I remember at the Liverpool in the Liverpool Chelsea game about a month ago, he just right at the end of the game, Liverpool, I think they had a corner or something. It's 1-1, and he just throws himself on the floor, and it's just, I get why he does it, but it's a bit annoying. Then again, I highly doubt he actually cares what I think. So, fair play to him. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I didn't think either team played badly. I thought Spain played well. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.